Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, chapter 17, text number 15 to 18. Taman vadhavat tadvainya kupito atyarunekshanaha sharam dhanusi sandaya yatra yatra palayate. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Seeing this, Maharaj Prithu became very angry and his eyes became as red as early morning sun. Placing an arrow on his bow, he chased the cow-shaped earth wherever she would run. Sadisho vidisho devi rodisho chantaram tayoha dhvavanti tatra tatrainam dadarshanu yudham. The cow-shaped earth ran here and there in outer space between the heavenly planets and the earth, and wherever she ran, the king chased her with his bow and arrows. Lokena vindatatranam vainyan mrityoriva prajaha trishtattada vritte hridayena vidyuyata. Just as a man cannot escape the cruel hands of death, the cow-shaped earth could not escape the hands of the son of Vena. At length the earth, fearful, her heart aggrieved, turned back in helplessness. Text 18. Uvacha cha mahabhagam dharmajñapannavatsala trahi mamapi bhutanam palane avastito bhavan. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada Jai. Addressing the great opulent King Prithu as the knower of the religious principles and shelter of the surrendered, she said, "Please save me. You are the protector of all living entities. Now you are situated as the king of this planet." Purport. The cow-shaped earth addressed King Prithu as Dharmajña, which refers to one who knows the principles of religion. The principles of religion dictate that a woman, a cow, a child, a brahmana, and an old man must be given all protection by the king or anyone. Consequently, Mother Earth took the shape of a cow. She was also a woman. Thus she appealed to the king as one who knows the principles of religion. Religious principles also dictate that one is not to be killed if he surrenders. She reminded King Prithu that not only was he an incarnation of God, but he was situated as a king of the earth as well. Therefore, his duty was to excuse her. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. So, the Leela of King Prithu Maharaj continues. King Prithu's first target was to address the grievance of his citizens who were not even having grains, and they were suffering from pangs of hunger because the earth was not producing grains. Neither were there rains. So Maharaj Prithu And at the same time, he also saw innocent people came to him seeking help from their horrible condition, glorifying him as a king who can solve their problem. So Prithu Maharaj, his special purpose of incarnation itself being to set an example of an ideal Kshatriya king, he immediately took action. And we saw how King Prithu took a bow and arrow to kill Mother Earth, and she began fleeing, taking the form, the shape of a cow, and started running, helter-skelter everywhere, all over the space, interplanetary system, everywhere. And cow-shaped earth ran here and there in outer space between the heavenly planets and the earth, and wherever she ran, king chased her with his bows and arrows. Just as a man cannot escape the cruel hands of death, cow-shaped earth could not escape the hands of son of Vena. At length the earth, fearful, her heart aggrieved, turned back in helplessness. Addressing the great opulent King Prithu as a knower of religious principles and shelter of the surrendered, she said, "Please save me. You are the protector of all living entities. Now you are situated as the king of this planet." So, after running here and there, trying to escape, being unable to counter the chase of King Prithu, she turned back and she surrendered in helplessness. And she started speaking her problems, why she is unable to produce grains. And this goes on. And specifically here in this verse, she is appealing that I may not be killed, because as per religious principles, a cow cannot be killed. As per religious principles, a woman cannot be killed. A Brahmana cannot be killed. They all should be given protection, even if they make mistakes. That is the mandate for a king. So, Mother Earth used that principle and pleaded King Prithu that you are not only ordinary king, you are an incarnation of God, and therefore, please protect me. So obviously, Prithu Maharaj, even though he was very angry at earth, he had to stop attacking her and listen to her. And then the cow-shaped earth continued to appeal to the king. I am very poor and I have not committed any sinful activities. I do not know why you want to kill me, since you are supposed to be the knower of all religious principles. Why are you so envious of me, and why are you so anxious to kill a woman? So this Leela of Prithu Maharaj goes on. Next few chapters, where basically how Mother Earth herself gives the solution to Prithu Maharaj, how she can start producing again all the requirements for the population. So this Leela of Prithu Maharaj, in this we'll see many things that are not easily comprehensible. How Mother Earth takes the shape of a cow. In short, Earth has to produce all the requirements of the people, animals, for everyone. That is the duty of the earth. And Mother Earth also is a shareholder of the yajna that is performed, or that is supposed to be performed. And we know that no such yajna is being performed now. So we can consider that the situation of the kingdom where Prithu appeared, similar to the situation that's going to happen on this earth, is a question of time. Whatever people are living peacefully now, it is due to the seeds, good seeds of the past, that there is grain, there is some social order. Not only that, not only ordinary needs of the people are met, but because of people's excessive exploitation for sense gratification, their past punya is being misused to create a civilization of sense gratification. So much so that we can see that the common man, the common population, have no idea of offering sacrifices to Vishnu, which is the system of this material existence. The Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna says, I bring forth all the living entities, including the demigods, and the living entities can offer their yajna to various demigods, and the demigods being pleased with that, they can provide them in plenty, and in this way the living entities can prosper in this material world. This is Krishna's arrangement. Krishna consciousness is very far away from this, but all living entities, whether they are Krishna conscious or not, they all have a place under the Supreme Personality of Godhead's supreme management. So in the material world, this is the system, and as long as that system is maintained, then people do punya, they enjoy. Punya, papa, sukha, dukkha is part of this material life. They don't want God. They don't want liberation from this material world. And they all suffer under the bodily concept of life, even though they are spiritual beings. They are spirit persons and not body persons. So they are all have to suffer as body persons. You suffer as body persons means all the sufferings of the body you have to suffer. Birth, death, old age and disease. So under Krishna's supervision. Maya dekshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. Everything is happening. And when there is too much sinful activities, then the earth also cannot help. There won't be food grains. These are all described in Srimad Bhagavatam. What happens as the Kali Yuga develops. One may ask a question that nobody on this earth, even 1% of the people don't have this idea at all that they have to perform yajna to Vishnu in order to get rain. They don't know at all. They are not performing any yajna, but still plenty of grain production is going on in this world. Everybody is getting, at least large number of people are getting food. How is it so? This is a cycle. Now the world is enjoying whatever the past. Past does not mean immediate past also. All the yajnas, this thing, because time is very relative. 1,000 years is nothing in the cosmic scale. That is why it takes, Kali Yuga is, not in thousands of years, in crores. Kali Yuga lasts. So for total degradation, it will take up to end of Kali Yuga. But it will start dwindling. The probability, the possibility of material happiness on this earth itself will decrease, because there is no, suppose you have earned a lot of money in some past business, then you don't do any work, you go on spending that money. At one time it will become empty, treasury will become empty. So that is what is happening now. The laws of nature never fail. If there is some prosperity now, it can only be due to the past. Past adherence to the systems created by the Supreme Lord. And once that is stopped, then there is going to be great calamity. There is going to be starvation, as it is, we are seeing here in this case of Prithu Maharaj. Supreme Lord himself came down. This is the nature of the material world. This is not the real life. Real life is in the spiritual world. Yet the entire creation is also Krishna's world. Krishna's estate consists of both the material worlds and the spiritual worlds. They are all his real energies. Through his various expansions, the Supreme Lord is maintaining the earth, life on earth. And many of these things, if you hear, in this case itself, Mother Earth taking the shape of a cow and Prithu Maharaj chasing, all sounds Greek and Latin for the modern mind. Means for an English person, Greek and Latin they say. I don't understand why you are speaking in Greek and Latin. So in the same way, what is described in Srimad Bhagavatam here, especially in the next 2-3 chapters, you will see. I think next we will run through 20-30 verses together, because it's about different, wherever there are purports we'll stop, but otherwise we'll just finish this Leela of Prithu Maharaj. It goes into 2-3 chapters. But basically, the whole point is that the Lord is in control of everything that goes on here, and He has given a little freedom to the living entities, and if we abuse that, then for sure there will be material world continuously, because you see, the material world, there is hunger, thirst, old age, disease, all these things are very much part of everybody's in the material world. So it requires countering effect for this. Hunger, thirst, you need food. In the spiritual world, these things are not, they are not a necessity. In the spiritual world, you eat not because of necessity, because of rasa, because of pleasure, spiritual pleasure. You eat, you sleep. Material world, you sleep. Tamoguna. Spiritual world, you sleep. That is a rasa. That is, so this is a perverted reflection. Whatever we see in this material world is a perverted reflection of the original existence of the Jivatmas. So, at any point of time, continuous maintenance is required in this material world. And maintenance is done by Vishnu. Maintenance means somebody has to be to keep the things together. If you don't maintain something, it will fall apart. Similarly, humanity, everything, the earth, the life on earth will fall apart if the Supreme Lord is not maintaining. And He maintains, He has a system for maintaining, and that system is performance of yajna. But the Sankirtana yajna is so powerful that even if 1% of the population performs Sankirtana yajna, 99% of the population will feel abundance. And that is why there is hope. That is why they said there is a golden period. Even materially speaking, golden period. Because of Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtana movement. So many yajnas are there. So many different types of yajnas are there in different yugas. But in this Kali Yuga, the yajna is Sankirtana yajna, which brings abundance to the people materially and also spiritually. So it's called Yuga Dharma. In other words, chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one end it is meant for getting prema. Other end, the same nama will produce abundance in this material world. Just like when Krishna was here, within Him all the incarnations were there. Vishnu incarnations were there. All incarnations are there within Krishna. He is the Adi Purusha. So Krishna as cowherd boy, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, cause of all causes, the absolute truth, as cowherd boy, his leelas with the gopis, they were of one kind of rasa exhibited by God. Then same Krishna in Mathura, he exhibited another type of rasa. In Dwaraka, another type of rasa. In Kurukshetra, another type of rasa. Same personality, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in the same way, Krishna Nama also. There is a Prema Nama and there is a Nama that will be like Vishnu incarnation, timely incarnations are included within Krishna's Sharira, transcendental body. In the same way, in the Harinama, there is power to bring prosperity on this earth. The very same Hare Krishna Mahamantra can give Krishna Prema. Two things are very far away, very, very distant. So we, according to the understanding of the chanter, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra will reciprocate accordingly. But we are advised to chant Hare Krishna for Krishna Prema. And in that process of practicing Bhakti Yoga for Krishna Prema, Sadhana Bhakti, because we are chanting in the order of His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, who is coming in the parampara of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us the Prema Nama. So we are after Krishna Prema. But this very same mantra is mentioned. Iti shodashaka nam kalikalmashanashanam nataro paratropaya sarva vedeshu drishyate as a Yuga Dharma. Yuga Dharma means to bring prosperity and happiness, everything, even in this material life. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a Yajna Purusha. So you don't need very, very big philosophy to see prosperity. Even today, if in a household there are a lot of miseries, lot of poverty, or different kinds of tapatraya, material difficulties, if the members of the family sit together and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra in Sankirtana, then that household Hare Krishna, everything will change. It is a fact. That can be so many devotees, we know, congregations, they come, they take up the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Everything changes over the time. There won't be shortage of anything in that household. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has to be worshipped in each house. Peace and prosperity will manifest in that house. So this direct process of chanting the holy name of the Lord is super powerful compared to every other yajna. Chanting of the holy names cannot be compared to even millions of Ashwamedha yajna. Just see, this is the kind of comparison given. And that is why we see that when and where there is Sankirtana, materially also there will be no shortage of anything. There will be no shortage of anything. Just like our own lives, if you see Krishna consciousness movement. Because of the daily Sankirtana, this temple is attracting abundance. None of us know where the money is coming in the next month, for the next month's security, for the next month's security bill, power bill. Is a reality. You have to accept that. Every company does good planning. This is the income, this is the expenditure, and they know income comes from there, some generation, some factory, some software. So they know that, and from that income will come, and then I will pay the salaries, and the organization will sustain. Here we have only expenditure planning. No income planning. Because we cannot plan income. Preachers go out, we do not know who will give, how much they will give. But it is a fact. How many years this temple was inaugurated? 1997. We are in the management almost 30 years. 30 years consistently it is going. It cannot be accident. So there is a principle working here. What is the principle? Chanting and Sankirtana. That is it. So this is a sample of how a huge institution can run without any fixed source of income. Yajna Purusha is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is satisfied where there is Sankirtana. So we have a very disciplined way. Mangalarti to this thing till class, and then is all Sankirtana. We are engaged in Sankirtana Yajna. Distributing Prabhupada's books means distributing Sankirtana. Because this book is about Sankirtana. So both things we have to see. One is Prema Nama. Just like cowherd boy Krishna, he is the object of worship for the gopis. Some others, the object of worship is Kurukshetra Krishna. The wonderful instructions given by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita to handle battle of life. That is another aspect, another kind of relationship people have. We have all relationships. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But our focus is to get detached from this material world and get attracted to Krishna. We do not chant the holy name, though it is a fact that it is the highest punya, and automatically highest punya means it will bear results. Material results of peace, prosperity, happiness, abundance will follow. But we don't chant because of that. But we know that it is Nama, Prabhu is the one who is maintaining us, materially maintaining us, materially protecting us. Materially giving us organizational intelligence to expand the mission. All this is also coming from Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But our focus is on, when we do our japa, our focus is on Prema Nama. The Nama that gives us Krishna Prema. Automatically all other things are side effects. It is being provided by the Nama Avatara. Nama Avatara for everybody. Nama Avatara is there for materialistic person also. He has to be pious. People come and say, I am having problem at home and so many problems, what do I do? So, we should tell them simply, how many members of your family are there? All of you are suffering, no? Family problem means all of you are suffering. All of you sit together and chant morning 15 minutes, evening 15 minutes. One of you learn how to lead, other should follow. So it sounds very, how is it? What will happen? Chanting Hare Krishna, what will happen? It will happen. Because it is a Yuga Dharma. It is a Yuga Dharma. Whether you have bhakti or no bhakti, just have respect for God, and then you don't know anything. You have not read Prabhupada's books. You are not understood. Means you are not after the philosophy. Nothing, but perform this yajna and see result will be there. So actually, we have got the solution. Krishna consciousness movement has got the solution to all problems, including material problems. We have got solution to this problems of this material world. Any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, so recently we have experienced that ISKCON Bangalore has done Nagar Sankirtan in 108 places twice. So, as you were mentioning...
So, rains have come early this time. Even before Brahmotsava, usually around Brahmotsava only rains, drizzling starts with the first rains. But this time, before Brahmotsava, it started raining. Anyway.
Yes, Prabhu. So, I was saying that in the temple, we are doing everyday Sankirtana. Like morning program, we are doing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, 15 minutes we do every day. There is another type of Sankirtana that we see in the YouTube, 1 hour kind of meditative, 1 hour they do the Sankirtana, slowly they start meditative Kirtan. So, what is the difference when we chant, when we do Sankirtan for 15 minutes and when we do for 1 hour? Is there spiritually, is there any difference? Or is there any difference spiritually when we do Sankirtana for 1 hour or versus when we do Sankirtana 15 minutes every day? Spiritually, is there any benefit that we can derive by doing Sankirtana 1 hour, let's say once in a month or once in 3 months, if we do in temple?
What are the two things you are comparing? Sankirtana is Sankirtana, it gives its effect.
Yes, Prabhu. So what I am saying is, once in a month, if we do Sankirtana, that is like a 1 hour Sankirtana.
1 hour.
Yes, Prabhu. So is there any spiritual benefits we can derive from this? 1 hour means, just like in folk we have experienced.
Anytime you utter Hare Krishna, you get spiritual benefit.
So it's 1 hour or 50 minutes, the same thing?
All this mathematics doesn't work. Mathematical calculation doesn't work. As much as possible you should do. More you do, the more you benefit. The participants benefit. Instead of 15 minutes, you do 1 hour, naturally you will get more benefit. So, somehow or the other, we have to get the people to do, they are doing nothing now. That is the problem. Now zero in their life. No normal yajna, no pleasing Vishnu, nothing. not even pleasing Vishnu through their varnashrama duties. No varnashrama at all. Otherwise, a Kshatriya, when he does the work of a Kshatriya, Lord Vishnu is pleased. That is also through duty, one pleases the Supreme Lord. That is also not there. Nothing is there. So immediately, if some family takes it up, innocent family, they do not know why they are suffering. Make Sankirtana as part of your daily life. You will see total change will happen. Then more and more. Because, see, when one is in poverty, where is a question of spiritual life? Prabhupada says, if there is no food in the stomach, where is a question of spiritual life? Where is a question of hearing Bhagavad Gita? Your brain doesn't work. Is it not? It's a reality. It's a very bad situation. Spiritually very bad situation. That you can't even start ABC. So even to people who have totally, they have no, in a very bad situation also, tell them, simply start chanting Hare Krishna. Do Sankirtana. In fact, Prabhupada said, every house we should install Gaur-Nitai. Install means place and do Sankirtana. There is no need to do any installation for the deity of Gaur-Nitai. Deity of Gaur-Nitai simply keep in any house and let them chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. In fact, one old devotee who was South Indian, who is no more, he told me that Prabhupada told that you place Gaur-Nitai in all the houses. Then the devotee said that, no, they're all meat eating. So Prabhupada said, everywhere there, every room they don't eat meat, no. You tell them don't bring meat into the puja room. You give them Gaur-Nitai deities. They'll stop eating meat slowly. It's a very, very revolutionary. Because Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. To give all this material prosperity is all very easily Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives. When he is ready to give Krishna Prema, what about giving all this, bringing about prosperity in this world and all it will happen. And that's why I remind, see how, where Sankirtana is doing, we are proving that model is being proved in an ISKCON temple where Sankirtana happens. It is not only now. Now, I have been in Bangalore ISKCON 40 years, more than 40 years, as a temple president. From 2-bedroom house, 2,000 rupees rent, including Sunday feast. The budget in those days, 8,000 to 10,000 rupees budget. That house is still there in this Quad Road. These small Gaur-Nitai deities were there. Prabhupada Murti was also there. So initially when I was put in charge of the center, our mind is always like that. Our mind is always calculating. How will we run this? Because everybody, most of the people, they have, I have a job, I will get my monthly salary and I will buy provisions, I will have everything, I will feed my family. 90% of the people are like that. Okay, I have a job, I will take care. Now here is a center, there is no source of income at all. Nobody is going for job. So consistently from that initial worrying or initial thinking in a material scheme of things, how can I pay the rent, how can I do this, how can I pay electricity, how can I pay this thing of the temple, all those things, from that level thinking I have been through and then transformed to not to worry about. At that time I was worrying about 10,000 rupees budget for a 2-bedroom house. Now you just see this, how much is required every month to run this temple. And still we don't have a fixed source of income. Similarly, Akshay Patra. It's all yajna, prasadam. That is very huge. People get shocked. They ask, do you have reserve at least for 1 year? I said, no, even for 1 month reserve amount we don't have. Okay, maybe by chance it is going on for 2-3 years. No, 20 years is going on. 25 years it's going on. And it is expanding. So what the Lord is in control. There are higher principles that are working here. It's not our material calculations are working here. The Lord provides everything to everyone. So why He will not provide for devotees? Why He will not provide for food distribution, prasadam distribution? Why He will not provide for running a beautiful temple like this or hundreds of temples like this? If you are ready to perform the Yuga Dharma. As I said, Yuga Dharma, no, these are all for us. How much, we all think about how to chant without offense. Our time is on reading, understanding, philosophy, all these things, right? Whether it's a leadership or you or anybody, or you go out to collect Lakshmi, you are not suffering from tension. You go and do your duty, go here, go there, meet people, talk. When Lord wants to give, He'll give. Is it not? So our concern, our anxiety is not there. Our anxiety is making advancement in Krishna consciousness. Because by Lord's mercy, these things are taken care. Our prana can be put on making spiritual advancement. So such nice arrangement is being made without even be worrying too much about it. If you worry about your spiritual life, then you will be relieved, you will be liberated from the worry of material life. If you worry about your material life, your consciousness is very low. You should worry about your spiritual life, you should worry about understanding Krishna's instruction, you should worry about controlling your senses, you should worry about how to spread Krishna consciousness, all that you worry. There's no need at all for any material worry. All those things are taken care of. Such is the power. Karma is wiped out. Any other question? ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जाए, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जाए.